how to create a view on the okay. So first, I'm going to create a project, file, new project. Why I am doing same thing a number of times means you need to create a practice. So that is the reason I'm planning to create a number of times. Okay. So here, sample razor engine project. Okay. My project name is sample razor engine project. And then I'm going to E drive under V80, under .NET 2, MVC core, select the folder, create a project. I'm going to disable the configuration of HTTPS, create. When you create, what will happen?
New project will be created with that
Project will be
created.
Now the project is created. The first step is I'm going to create a controller. Before creating a controller, I'm creating a routing file, root folder. So how to create a root folder? www root.
wroot.
Right, I got the root folder. Now what is the purpose of root folder?
All the main applications would be stored in the www root, which would be accessible all over the project.
All the images, static files will be stored under www root so that it can be accessed across the project.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I'm going to create one more folder called controllers. Right. In this controller, I'm going to create a view controller class, empty controller, and I can say controller name as employee. I'm going to save employee controller.
Okay, sir.
Right. Now this employee controller will be inherited from the system.net core.mvc.controller base class, which will in turn have an action method called index. Now in the index, first I need to register this controller in my builder method. How to do that?
Yes. Builder.add services.
Where I need to write before the
In the
builder
program.cs file after the var app.
builder dot services dot add controller with the views. Right? This
Yes,
is how you have to register your service. Once you register the service, you are going to have three methods in app. You need to invoke three methods. What are all those? App dot use static files. Okay. And then app dot use routing. And then app dot map controllers. Now, whenever this builder method got executed, what are all the controller class inherited with the namespace of controller will be added in this builder method, right? And based on the request pipeline, the controller will be automatically mapped as an endpoint. Now come back here. I'm going to create a route. By default, I want to run this route. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use this. Okay.
Yes.
Now build the project.
Matter.
Wait, huh? Okay.
Yes.
This is how you have to add a route. Now, with this employee, I'm going to create a folder under a views. First, you need to go in the project, add folder, save views. Under the view, you need to add a name called employee. See, in the building structure, it automatically give, but I'm trying to create my own. So I'm going to create employee. Under the employee, I'm going to create a view with empty where index.cshtml. Right here, I'm going to write a code HTML under which I have a tag, and here I'm going to have a body tag. Okay, under the head tag, I'm going to have title tag. Simply say employee detail because I'm going to get the employee. And here you can also have a default mechanism called meta char set equal to UTF-8. This should be mandatory for every time when you do, because you are rendering the HTML, so that the better option is you have to use the meta. Whenever the request come in the format of UTF-8. Okay. So this is how meta will be worked. And the body, I'm going to say H1 tag, employee details. Right. Now I build the project. Now see, this project will automatically run the employee. Now you see, you get this particular view.
We are giving it as a direct route, so it would be giving.
Again,
We are giving it the route is directly necessary, so we would be fetching the details directly on the browser itself.
exactly. See, if I remove this route, it will not work.
Because it's the phone which we were trying to do. It will give page not found.
Because it doesn't know which action method it has to call. Now you see.
Page not found.
401 error, page not found. See, the web address of the page is not come, 404 error. So to define that by default from any project, you have to use this router. Then it automatically consider this index method will get detected. So now come back to the CSHT. I told this is a razor view, right? What is razor view engine? Razor view is used to build on HTML and C#. Right? If you are choosing the programming language as VB, it will run in VB. If you're choosing programming language as C#, you have to write C# code. Okay. Using C# code, we can build a logic under HTML content in two ways. The first attribute is at variable name. We can use this in anywhere in HTML content. Let's see. See here, I given a title name, what? Employee detail. This H1 I given an employee detail. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this in a variable saying that at, here I'm going to declare string title name equal to, this is the C# syntax. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this value, give here. Listen carefully, build solution. Now I declared a variable. Now I want to append this title name here by using at. You see the variable is coming. Dynamically, you can generate the data. You can pass from the view title. Right?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is called a razor view engine. There are two ways you can write. You can write a set of, the first way is at with variable name. The second one is at ampersand implement C# logic. Implement C# code logic. You can write any logic here. Okay, so that is what I did. I did a logic here. I declared a variable with the title name with the employee details, and that variable will be assigned here. That's all you have to do. Save, express. See, you got the both values same.
Yes, sir.
Where this value coming from? From the C#
The title
code?
name. Title.
It is dynamic in nature or static in nature?
It's dynamic in nature.
It is dynamic in nature, not static. Dynamically, you are
Right.
generating the code. Okay. Now coming back to the project, sir, I want to fill the employee details. What I'm going to do in the Solution Explorer, let me create a table tag. Table.
So a small note, but it might sound silly. As we are already storing this as a employee details in the title name, can't we just directly write it on wherever it's required?
No, see, something you are coming from the view. In the view, you may decide the title name, right?
Okay.
Dynamic in nature. Right now, I'm using here, but this title name come from the view. Okay, in the
Okay.
controller class.
Okay. Okay. Sir.
So dynamically has a variable. I will tell you all those things. Don't worry.
Okay. So.
Okay. So the no point here is I want to create two values. Okay. Saying that I'm putting here employee name. Right. And here in the TR, I'm going to use simply date of birth. Right. Now, this value should be as a property model. Now go to Solution Explorer, try to create a model class, model folder, models. Under the model, I'm creating a class, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying employee model. Done. In the employee model, public string nullable employee name gets public date and date of birth. Now I got the two variables. How to create value to this object model in your index.cs file? You go here, employee. You will not get the employee. So what you have to do? You have to first this namespace should be imported. So how to import the namespace? Copy this, go to index.cshtml. In the top, at using. Now I got the namespace imported in my CSR razor, and then I'm going to use employee model, employee equal to new of employee model. Here I'm going to say employee name equal to Narendra Babu, comma, date of birth equal to convert the dot to date time. Today, I can say 1983 slash 01/04, and then I'm ending the statement. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I got the model. Now what I'm going to do, I take this employee object with the employee name here. At employee dot, you see employee name is getting,
yeah,
and at employee dot
date of birth.
date of birth variable is getting. Now this table is totally with the dynamic data.
Yeah.
Now save this, run it.
So the data would be fetching from the database directly, yes, sir.
I will come. I never implemented a model, right? Wait.
Okay.
First, you are talking view model data. Now you got the value.
Yeah.
I got the Narendra Babu. I got the data.
Date of birth.
Right. Now, sir, I want to detect the date, age based on this date of birth. So how to write a logic here? So here, what you need to do, you have to use tr and you have to use td tag. You say age and you say td. Keep this right now. Now I need to build a logic. Here I'm going to build a logic something like this. Okay. I'm going to say double. I'm going to say double age equal to convert math. First, I need to get a double age. So how to use the age? Date time dot now minus employee object dot date of birth. Right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to have a difference of this. I got the difference of date of birth and now, so that you get it, and then dot add days. Total days divided by 365. Right? You got the days. Now build this. You can move the increase intent so that it will become perfectly. Now you are going to say here at age, the variable what you are holding. Now run it. See, now what is my age here? My age is 41.5. My date
But
of
that should
birth is
happen.
41. Now, if you look into view source of this document, you see, is there any code which I written with respect to .NET? .NET code, are you able to see as a content here?
No, sir.
Why? Because .NET code will run in the Razor engine, but ultimately it is going to give you HTML only. Or you got my point?
Yeah.
That is the purpose of Razor engine. Why we are going for Razor engine? You can build the logic in the HTML code itself. But the HTML will take only the client side data. It will not send the server side logic. So it is good to write a code in like this. Now go back. Here you can say, I want to display only data per. So what you can do, convert the dot td to take the value of object where you are using the object here. Simply say date or string DOB equal to employee object dot date of birth dot to date. To short date string. This is the best way. And this DOB I'm going to use here instead of model. Instead of model, I'm going to use this DOB. So that if you run, you'll get an exact date as in a represented format. Now you see, you got the date perfectly.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Now, sir, I want to, this one has a lot of decimals. So I want to make a round off. So what I can do, math,
Dot
using a
round.
math function, dot round. Okay, now you run this. See how beautiful the data is representing.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I want to create a CSS for this to make sure it will be aligned in a proper manner. So what you need to do? How you will do that? Let's do that CSS implementation. So what you can do, you use a div and implement it. Now to make your div center align using flex, right?
Text align center.
Come again?
Text align center.
No. First you need to use div.
Yes.
Text align center. This is one attribute. And then let's see what will happen. Do you know flex concept? I forgot it.
Not right.
See, it got center align, but the text is not center align. So what I need to do, width of the div equal to 500 pixel. I'm going to give 500 pixel, and I'm going to use border. I'm going to use the border attribute solid 10 pixel, solid 2 pixel, brown. Okay, now run this. Now you got it?
Yeah, but it's not in the center.
That's okay. That is a flex concept which I can teach later. Now you got the point.
Yeah.
Now similar fashion in the HTML, in the table tag, table with this 100%. And border solid 2 pixel, something like chocolate. Chocolate. Done. Now go back. Run the CSS. Now you see, it got perfect.
Yes, sir.
It got perfect or not? Now, and then table border I given, table tag under TR tag, I have to use back color, background color, background is what color we can give?
Brown.
No, background color attribute unda.
Background color, sir. Background, ground, sir. Background. GROUND in button, sir.
Background color, something like yellow kanna yellow green better. Save this. Run it. Now you see how beautiful this is.
Yes, sir.
Now you can have in the table, you can have adding ten pixel. Hey, ఏంటిది? అరే margin 5 pixel. Now save using the same padding within the TR. Now run the Express. This is how you have to build the view. All we are learning in HTML Bootstrap, along with the C# code, along with the .NET code, everything combined together. Now you see, this is good or bad?
It is a bad.
Why?
Border is little coming outside.
That we can do, not a problem.
Just about the CSS, nothing else about.
That's a CSS application.
Yes, sir. Nothing. Only about the CSS. Everything.
What you can do is you can go here, instead of 100%, make it as 90%. Fit it.
Yes, sir.
So now, sir, the text property is not good in the table. So what you can do, say color something white, and here you can say, instead of low, you can say blue, dark blue, and run this Express so that you can get a proper value. Perfect. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This is one thing. Now, I want to say the minor or major. Dynamically based on the data of Narendra Babu and the date of birth, whether it is a minor or major. So I need to build a logic. How I'm going to build a logic here? Simply use a tr first. And here I'm going to write at, okay, this one I'm going to cut here, where I'm going to write a logic in the tr. Okay, I'm going to use here, if age is less than equal to less than 18, there I'm going to apply TD. I'm going to say minor, right?
Yeah.
And here else,
Major.
I'm going to apply a TD saying that major, right? You got that? Nathan? Nathan?
Voice problem.
So I built a logic in the if statement within the razor saying that if the age is less than 18, I'm going to make it as minor. If the age is greater than 18, it is going to be major. Now, I given the date of birth as what? 1983. So it will be major. You see here, I'm putting a breakpoint. I can also debug.
But this will give minors.
Yeah, that is the reason I'm going. I'm putting a breakpoint here. Let's see. See, it got invoked. What is the value of age? With quick catch, you can get the value 42. Now, hold on a second. Got the mail. 1 second.
So you have to get major.
Hello.
Video is recording.
Nitin, Chaitanya.
Nitin, network issue ఉన్నట్టుంది sir, on and off.
See, now you got the point, right? So
Yeah.
tomorrow, if the data you are passing here as less than 2018 and 10 today, we are in 24, so something like
2006.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, shit, hey, what is this, man? ఏంటిది? Thank you. Something you are going to give 2007. Run Narendra. What will happen? That's all. This is called MVC. 80% MVC code you learned.
Sir, అది కొంచెం less than better, greater than better మేడం?
Correct. Measure వస్తుంది. Right? You got it?
Age is greater than
18 వస్తుంది కాబట్టి అది ప్రాబ్లం. ఏం చేస్తానంటే I build year as 2009 and ఇక్కడ ఏం చేద్దామంటే ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ ఏజ్ చైల్డ్ స్టేటస్ పెడదామా?
ఓకే.
Build. Run.
major and questions.
ఏంటిది?
Less than better, sir. ఆ సింబల్ మార్చండి అంటున్నాను.
ఈ కథ మైనర్
గ్రేటర్ దాన్ ఇచ్చారు ఇందాక.
ఓ మేజర్ మైనర్ అలా వచ్చిందా? మైనర్ వచ్చిందా 40+?
ఇందాక మైనర్ చూపించింది. నేను అదే షాక్ అవుతున్నాను, మీకు మైనర్ రావాలంటారు ఎందుకు, మేజర్ కదా.
సరే కూల్. Child status is minor. అంతే. This is how you have to build the razor engine. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Tomorrow we are going to learn few more logics like how to implement switch, how to implement loops, different types of loops. Everything we can implement tomorrow. Okay. Okay. So once we all done that, we are going to work with service layouts, and we have to use view layouts, etc. All these things we will learn from next 2 classes. Once we done that, we can go for model view controller with the service engines. Once that has been done, we can almost cover the ASP.NET MVC code. Right? By end of this month, you will be in a position to start attending interviews. Right? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.